Christianity played a major part in giving legitimacy to slavery. We say it casually, but remember that the cross came before the flag. When Christianity came, the version of Christianity that was brought to us was a Christianity where you are supposed to turn the other cheek. It was a Christianity where they make reference to Paul's letter to the Romans and say, obey your masters. You slaves, obey your masters as you would the Lord. So you can almost see an attempt to say that slavery is God-ordained. And when they are preaching, whether it's the Catholic Church, they are now all apologizing that they were complicit in slavery. The Anglican Church is agreeing that they were complicit in slavery. The Presbyterian Church is saying that they were complicit in slavery. So the church, as we know it, the organized church from Western Europe, was part and parcel of the enslavement of Africa, and that we must never forget. And they made references to the Bible to legitimize this atrocity. So that is the reality. And the same can be said of Islam, that Islam also did recognize that there are certain people who are not believers who could therefore be enslaved. Religion, as we know it, is as guilty as guilt can be in the enslavement of peoples. And remember, it is not only African peoples who are enslaved. Even other individuals or other groups of individuals in different parts of the world were enslaved and or dehumanized. If you go to the Latin America, the Arawak people were decimated, and religion was in the forefront. In the name of God, people were enslaved. In the name of God, people were dehumanized. In the name of God, Africans were turned into things. In the name of God, Africans were turned into commodities. Organized religion has every reason to apologize to those that were enslaved. Every civilization, as I've already said at the very beginning, in every society, people always tried to dehumanize those who did not belong to their communities. So there were wars among African nations, and when people were themselves arrested, when the European colonizers and enslavers came, most of them initially did not go into the hinterland. What they then did was to enter into unholy alliances with some African chieftaincies, and they hunted people who are not of their own or those who are prisoners and participated in the slave trade. I know some European revisionists try to use this to say that they do not owe Africa, but that is not the root cause. The kind of slavery that was being practiced within African societies, it did not lead to the massive commercialization that we then saw in the transatlantic trade. But it's true to say that slavery was known in Africa, even before the advent of the Europeans, even before the advent of the Arabs. You know, Christianity played a major part in giving legitimacy to slavery. We say it casually, but remember that the cross came before the flag.